evaluate their status, how they changed, how they grew through the 15 practices?
It's definitely changed from practice 1 to today. You know, I feel like time has then got better, chemistry done got better. We still learning each other to this day. So I feel like going into the summer, we're gonna have to keep working individually without the coaches around. And that's when you really develop a good chemistry with each other.
In the spring, you had to make a personal transition from the guy that was a younger guy to now one of the most veteran guys. How have you personally embraced that transition for yourself now going to the summer?
You know, me and Coach Harline talked, you know, about that situation. You know, it's just like, with me, I'm not the one that, you know, really vocally, a lot of vocal talking and stuff like that, but, you know, I just try to step out of my comfort zone and talk more to the team and to players, younger players, and try to set an example.
Out of today, is the biggest takeaway for you how you all performed, or the wedding proposal, or marriage proposal? What's the biggest takeaway for you?
I definitely give it to Drew. You know, I didn't even know he was doing it. They was like, you know, the Liam, especially was like, "Hey, KJ, watch this, watch this, watch this." I'm like, "Wait, she about to kick the ball?" But definitely, that was a special moment for him, and I'm proud of him. Congratulations to Drew.
Where did you think of Garrett Wilson's catch today?
It was crazy, you know. Garrett make plays all the time like that. I feel like it wasn't nothing new that we haven't seen since this whole spring.
How good can he be at Ohio State, in your opinion?
Say that again?
How good do you think he can be at Ohio State?
Oh, he definitely can be a great player. You know, one of those players that's going to end up on the wall in the receiver room. You know, his strides that he's taken from the beginning of the spring to the end of the spring, and just his attitude. You know, he's humble. He wants to get better at all times, and I feel like he'll go a long way.
KJ, what's it mean to have Johnny and Paris and Terry back in town for this weekend, just for you?
I feel good, you know, the old game back together type thing. You know, they was messing with me the whole time. I think I dropped the ball. They was first ones over there. I'm talking mess, so, you know, it's good to be back, you know, fellowship, brotherhood type stuff.
What do you think is like the biggest difference from last spring with Coach Meyer still in charge to this spring with Brian?
I feel like it's not a difference, you know. We're doing the same stuff we've been doing since Coach Meyer been here, you know. Coach Mick, he got his hands on us a lot, so it's really basically the same things. Like Coach Day always said, well, why change it? And it worked. So I don't feel like it's been a change, except just Coach Meyer not being there often. But he's still there too.
Where have you grown the most in the spring? Strength is always the big thing in the winter, but where did you make the biggest stride in the spring now that it's over?
I feel like I made a stride in 2 places. You know, I've been working on my feet, top end, and off the field. I feel like I've helped myself learning to be more of a vocal leader, you know, talking, speaking up, speaking to the team, you know, and that's what I'm working on during the summer, during the workouts. You know, I'm gonna have to push other guys and speak up to the team when it's a hot summer day. You know, so I gotta keep going with that, and I feel like that was the biggest improvement.
How'd the quarterbacks play today?
They played great. You know, I like how they stayed in the pocket. You know, with a lot of hands in their face. It shows us they're comfortable back there, but they definitely made strides from the beginning of the spring to
KJ, you've been here a good long time. Just coming out of the spring, you played on some championship teams here. Just do you feel this team has the potential to go into the fall and be just as good or better than the teams you've been on here before, or what do you feel?
I feel we can. You know, it's all about. It's really the push that we make in the summer. You know, the spring, but with spring, the coaches around. Summer, the coaches not around. I feel like that's when the team really know who you are and find itself, because it's just us. And you know, when you just get that chemistry through everybody, you know, offense and defense clicking together, I feel like that's when you make the biggest strides on the team.
So it's on you guys now.
Right. The coach is gonna be on the road recruiting. They got their time off, so it's just gonna be us and the strength staff here. So I feel like that's the time when we really gel together.
we got this. Oh, let's go. How important is it going to be for receivers to kind of build sort of a rapport with quarterbacks over the summer?
That's a big thing, you know. Like I said earlier, with the coaches going, it's just going to be us. So we run it, you know. We got a group message, what time we throwing, then, you know, we do what we do. So that's a big part of it.
Sorry if you got the assets already, but what were your impressions of Justin working with you guys as receivers? It seemed like once he settled in, I mean, it was 4 straight touchdowns.
Right. I think he's a little nervous, you know, coming out of the spring game. I asked him, he was like, I know he was. So, I feel like he got comfortable after, you know, he made a throw. Actually, after the first series, he got comfortable. You know, he started stepping up in the pocket, going through his reads, looking like through practices.
So during the regular season, the shoe normally sells out. Can you talk about the Buckeye attendance today and what that means to you guys?
Oh, that means a lot, you know, for Buckeye Nation to come out like that, and it just that's one of the reasons you come to Ohio State for things like that. That's why we love our fans. We interact with them, sign stuff for them, anything we'll do for them, just because of that.
What's the next step in terms of developing for maybe if it's different for both Justin Fields and Matthew Bolton?
I feel like with them, it's really, I guess you're gonna, I don't know, that's a question for them. I really don't know.
I was just, what is your role in like making sure they're ready for the fall in terms of making sure their development is where it needs to be by fall practice, fall camp?
All I can do is, you know, be in the film room with them, talk about it. Like today we was talking about the 2 balls that was, like, you know, overthrown or short. You know, that's all we can talk about. And then after we talk about it, we just go on the field and go work on it.
The catch that Gary Wilson made in the touchdown, would he make plays like that frequently in practice, or often would you kind of see plays like that?
Yeah, we definitely see plays like that from here often. You know, I feel like he got great hands. They was talking about, the corners was talking about, he pushing for your king with your hands, KJ. I'm like, yeah, he got him. You know, he got great hands. He plays fast, but I feel like when he's learning and he's settling in, he's playing faster, and that's what's helping him right now.
What's the key for a receiver to kind of come in and play right away as a freshman? Is there things you have to do?
It's really knowing what you're doing. You know, you can't go out there. If you go out there and don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get somebody hurt, or you'll get hurt. You know, so I feel like with him coming in early, he's learning the plays, he's knowing what to do. You know, he's been here 3 months now, so he's still learning, but he's gonna be way ahead of other players that come in. So I feel like to play here, you know, that's really one of the things you gotta do.
Just like last year, leaving the spring game, not knowing who your quarterback is going to be. Last year, obviously, Dwayne was the front runner. This year, Justin's perceived to be the front runner. How do you feel about the quarterback situation this year compared to last year?
I feel like it's pretty the same. You know, all I could do is, you know, work with all the quarterbacks, both Matt and Justin. You know, because you don't know who it's going to be, so you just work, get your chemistry with all of them, and go to work, and then that's the decision on the head coach.
What are the biggest ways in which you've seen both Justin and Matt grow from a